Good morning. Happy Sunday and greetings from my car. I decided to get out of the house this morning, get some air, and just do some soul searching. So I've had a little bit of a disappointment. Well, maybe not a little bit. I'm kind of disappointed. I told you how much that mentorship group down at VCU really means to me and those students. And I've had several of them drop out over the last few days. Basically, they have a lot going on and not a whole lot of time, and I completely respect that. I have to be honest and say, though, that I'm very disappointed. But it's causing me to do some soul searching as far as why I'm being, I guess, emotionally affected by it, and my motives and what my desires are. I honestly do have a genuine love for the students down there that I've been working with. They're just so talented, and I admire them, and I really believe in them and want to see them succeed, and they will succeed. But honestly, they'll succeed with or without me, and I recognize that. So right now I'm trying to figure out if this is a vision that I have that is for this season and for these people, or if it's something that is for another season, for another group of people. I don't know, and I'm going to have to figure that out, and it's probably not going to be something that I will be able to figure out today. I need to really sit down, meditate, and ask God for the answers to that. But I will say I do love them down there. I also think that I owe it to myself to be honest with myself, as well as to others. In being honest with myself, I really do wonder if part of the reason why I am so emotionally affected right now is just because of this lack of desire, lack of ability, maybe, to change with the seasons. Like, the season changed when I graduated, and I didn't really feel like I was ready for it to change. So part of this could be like, this was my way of trying to hold on. And maybe it's falling apart, or feels like it's falling apart, because it's time for me to let go of my grip on the past so that I can actually embrace the future, not knowing what that future is. I kind of feel like that's a recurring theme in my life, like not knowing how to just let go of the seasons and let them pass gracefully. And I don't know, maybe that's a part of growing up that I've just had a rough time with. But I do know how to manually override myself and my feelings. And I'm wondering if now is the time to do that, instead of trying to hang on so tight and trying to make things happen that really it's not the season for. Maybe I should just stop. Maybe I should stop striving and just take some time to really get a clear vision for exactly what I want and exactly what I need. A lot of times I have found myself kind of putting up with certain things in my life, not because they were healthy for me or the best thing for me, but because I just didn't know how to let go and go for something else, go for something that is going to work for me. But maybe it's time that I figure out how to do that, because that is part of this human experience. And I have a tendency to add on and add on and add on instead of like maybe streamlining and figuring out, okay, what works and what doesn't work. So I'm kind of evaluating those things right now. I do know it's not healthy to make major decisions, especially not decisions that affect other people, when you're in an emotional state. So I am not making any decisions right now about anything. Basically, what I'm doing is I'm just identifying and introspecting, so that I can figure out what the best course of action is. I can tell you my motives are good. My motives are pure. I want to see people prosper. I want to see these kids succeed. But I don't know where I fit into that, and if I'm even supposed to fit into that. I don't know. But I'll be thinking about that, and perhaps the answer will come to me. In the meantime, I'm going to be thinking about a whole lot of other things too, like how to break the cycle of holding on to things that don't work for me and aren't good for me. I need to break that cycle and learn how to just let go and embrace things that do work. I don't think life should be the hardest thing in the world for anyone. I just think it's a matter of being self-aware, of being able to look at the parts of yourself that aren't the most savory things, that aren't the most positive things, looking at them, identifying them, and figuring out how to grow from them. And that's what I'm about. I'm about growth. I'm about growth for myself. I'm about growth for other people. And sometimes in life we have disappointments, but it's about how we deal with those disappointments. And I think right now I'm going through a disappointment experience, and I just need to figure out how to grow from it, and I know I'll be okay. I don't know what the outcome is going to be, but I know I'll be okay. On a more positive note, I really recognize that I have a whole lot of good things going for me. I have a lot to offer this world, and a whole lot of good can be done through me because I have a heart for people. I have a genuine love for people. I may not always want to be around them, but I do genuinely have a heart for people, and I want to see people be their best selves and have the best experience here on this earth, and I want to contribute to that. And so somehow I have to trust that God will open up those doors for me to have that positive influence on people. And I have to believe that all the talents that He gave me, He's going to open up doors for those talents to grow and flourish and do some good in the world. And so I'm going to stick with that. And I'm just going to take my time and continue to dream big dreams, because I recognize that those dreams are visions that are being given to me because they're part of my life mission. They're part of my story that needs to be told. And so I just have to have faith that my gifts will make room for me and bring me before great men. That's my story for the day. I'm sorry about the tears, but I do feel like it was important that I actually be real and not try to portray a character that is not really me. It's important that I be able to be my authentic self, and sometimes I cry. But I'm not in a state of an emergency. I don't need mental help. I feel pretty well balanced. It's just I have feelings. Surprise, surprise, I have feelings. And there's nothing wrong with that. It's okay.